Hello friends, welcome to part 19 of Laravel 13 series in which we are getting the AI-powered e-commerce website. So in this part, we are going to work on the dynamic categories menu for header and sidebar. In the last part, we have seen that we able to merge this home page in our Laravel e-commerce website. This is the static home page right now, but now we are going to start making it dynamic, and one by one, we are going to make everything dynamic that will come either from the admin panel or from the products. Okay. So first of all, we are going to make this header menu dynamic. Here we are going to show all the categories with subcategories, and here in the left sidebar as well, we are going to show the categories and subcategories. Okay, so let's start. So we are going to follow the steps that you can find under video as well. So in this part, we will display categories and subcategories dynamically in both the header and sidebar menu using Laravel Blade and database data. So goal of this part is show categories dynamically, display in header, that is the drop down menu, and in sidebar with expand and collapse, and it will support multi-level categories. So first of all, we are going to update the category model that we have created earlier when we were working on the filament admin panel. Okay, so we are using the filament admin panel. We have used that filament admin panel for the Laravel 13 e-commerce website that make our task very easy. Okay, so now we are going to update the category model. See, this is the category model. It is having parent, children. That is fine. We just need to make sure that is fine. Parent and children relations are already there, so it's fine. Okay, so now the front end structure that we need to follow. This is the front end structure. We need to create these separate folders for controller and services, and I'm going to do that like app, HTTP, controllers, and inside controllers, I'm going to create this front end folder. Inside this front end folder, I'm going to create this category controller PHP file. This is the for the category controller. For the category, I'm going to create this category controller. Okay, so in the same way, we are going to create the app, then here services folder, services folder. Okay, so here front end folder inside this, and inside front end we are going to create the category service. Okay, so here so first of all, we are going to create the category service. I'm going to open this category service and start. And here we are going to add this code here in the category service. Here you can see that we have created the function get header categories that will fetch all the categories with their subcategories. Okay, so we able to fetch, and here the conditions also we have used. Okay, so the status must be one, and it is ordered by position, like the whatever position we can give here, like with one ID, it will come at the top, then the another one, then another one. So the position is really important here. Okay, so after this, we are going to create the see here now these categories we are going to show in the complete website, so we need to share these categories globally. So instead of passing categories in every controller, we are going to add this one in the app service provider. Okay, so I'm going to open the app service provider here, and we are going to call these categories here in the app service provider. I'm going to include the category service as well as view at the top, and here in the boot function I'm going to add this script. Okay, so make sure that everything is fine in this one. Okay, so we need to align it properly. So here you can see that we have fetched that get header categories from the category service. The function that we have created in the category service, we have called that function in the boot function of app service provider so that we can able to call in every page. Okay. So after this, we are going to update the header bit file where we have the header menu. So here now we are going to see class now. This is the static. We are going to make it dynamic. We are going to add the for each loop. See, this all code I have done at my end, and I am just explaining you the code that you can do at your end. And I am not going to do one by one, line by line. Otherwise, it will take too much time. Okay. So you need to understand the process and can do it at your own end. Okay. And you can also take the help from AI. Okay. You can take the help from Chat GPT or Cloud. Okay. So here I'm going to replace UL class now with this one. I'm going to align it as well. Okay. So first of all, I'm going to check this one, header menu. See here, header menu shown dynamically. Here you can see electronics. Under electronics, we have the mobile phone. Under mobile phones, we have the Android phones. And under fashion, we don't have anything. So this is the category header menu that is working fine. Okay, you can see these categories we have added from the admin panel earlier on. And now we are able to display them as well. Okay, I'm also going to open the admin panel. Here, I'm going to open this admin panel. I'm going to check the users. We are going to open this admin at the rate of sidebar.in and password is 123456. Now we will open these categories on the left sidebar. Here you can see the categories. These are the categories that we have added so far, and here you can see the electronics. Under electronics, we have added the mobile phones, and under mobile phones, we have added the Android phones. Here you can also see the levels: 1 for the electronics, and 2 for the mobile phones, and 3 for the Android phones. And also we have added the fashions as well as the books that are at the level 1. The categories that are having the level 1 are the main categories. Okay. So electronics, fashion, and books are the main categories, and the same have been displayed here. Here you can see the electronics, fashion, and books are the main categories. And if we are going to click on electronics, then its subcategories will open. Here you can see the mobile phone as the immediate subcategory of electronics, and Android phone is the subcategory of electronics and the subcategory of mobile phones. Okay, so the header menu is working fine. And when we will click on this subcategory or subcategory, then its link will open. That will not work right now, but later on we will work on this category link. Here you can see that we can able to open the category link here, but it is not displayed, but the link is coming here. This is the slug that we have added for the category. Okay. So now we are going to update the left sidebar as well. So for the left sidebar, here one more for each loop we are going to add. The only thing that we are doing the for each loop. We have added these categories are coming from the app service provider, and that function we have called from the category service. Okay, I hope the logic is clear to you. And now we are going to replace the sidebar as well, and this is the side menu, and we are going to update in home blade file. Going to open the home blade file, and here in this blade file, wherever it is, I'm going to search for the side, this one. Okay, so I'm going to just close it and we'll replace it with this one. Okay, now it was work fine. Side menu will also work fine, but one CSS also we will add at the top of this file. So now we will try, go to align it, And now we will try for the left sidebar as well. Here you can see the left sidebar. All the main categories are coming: electronics, fashion, and books. Now I'm going to open the electronics, and here you can see under electronics, mobile phones and Android phones are coming. Android phone once again is shown under mobile phones, and mobile phone is shown under electronics. So it's working fine. So fashion and books does not have any subcategory, so it will not open. Okay. So it's working fine. Left sidebar is also working fine with the dynamic categories. So we able to do both top menu as well as the left sidebar menu. We able to make dynamic with the categories and their subcategories. Okay. So this thing you can also do at your end, and you can let me know if you face any issue. Just comment me under video so that I can able to resolve your query. Okay. And please subscribe this Tech Developer YouTube channel for more updates, and you can always join the channel to get the source code. Okay. So here you can search for the StackDevelopers and open the link. Then you can able to subscribe the channel for all Laravel updates, and you can join the channel to get the source code. Okay. So thank you so much.